guys, it's Fairmont time. So, nothing much has changed up here other than I've started to weld together the intercooler, as you can see. And so yeah, that's pretty much all that's changed there. I've had to notch this out even more and even notch the radiator a tad, so just trying to get it under the flat hood, obviously, as that was one of the goals. So, but there has been a lot of change in this area. So you'll notice the cage is like about 95% there. We just have the two diagonals from here down to there. So that's what the next thing is. Got all the bars. My first time welding chromoly, so I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah. And some of you might notice this bar down here and say, what's that for? Well, the thing with the Fox chassis is the upper control arm mount that's on the chassis side is not particularly reinforced. So we opted to run a bar from the cage to the mount, and then underneath the car we reinforced the mount. And this is just like literally spot welds and stuff, so just trying to tie it in there the best we can and actually make the thing hold together and not tear out of the car. So you'll notice the seat is in there. Not 100% sure it can come back out without being disassembled. So yeah. So yeah, we're getting closer. I hope to be wiring and paint the floor up. Try to keep it from rusting from all the scraping and stuff, and hope to be getting this thing done soon, just because I want it to be done. I want to be doing burnouts. Ready for some V8 turbo torque. So we're getting closer. It's hopefully you guys are enjoying watching the progress, and just one step at a time. So I'm not sure what else to talk about here. Something I forgot to show off the last time is my dad welded in some subframe connectors. So basically just cut out the floor and welded those guys in. That's something you're allowed to notch the floor for. So hopefully we can get this car on the track soon and get it tested and be making 8-second passes at 160 plus in very little time. So yeah, I'm still, maybe this is something that you guys can talk about in the comments. I'm definitely thinking about doing a aluminum engine, like a 5.3 block, just because I can't really swing a 6-liter right now. So I'm debating whether to go with a 4.8 just because they're more reliable and they'll take the power. I need to be making pretty close to 1,000 horsepower because they require that your car weighs 3,200 pounds at least, and Yeah, so they require that your car weigh 3,200 pounds. So that calculates out to you need to make 1,000 horsepower to go an 850, which is that's what the competitive cars in the class are. And the reason it is 850 is because you're not allowed a funny car style cage. So that basically limits you to 850. So I'm like half and half between stick with the 5.3 for the extra cubic inches and the extra torque and horsepower that comes along with it, or stick a 4.8 Gen 4 rotating assembly into an aluminum block and go that way. So my theory is the 4.8 liter will be more reliable at 1,000 horsepower, and it will basically take the abuses that drag week brings more reliably than a 5.3 liter. But the other thing is, these are 7875s. Now, a single one of these guys on a 4.8 liter spools like instantly. Well, I can't say I know that from experience, but I know on a 5.3 liter, a 7875, it's building boost before your foot hits the floor when you stall it up against the converter, and not even that hard. So I know that from experience. But we have two, and they're 96 AR housings, and I'm a little concerned that the 4.8 liter may not be able to get it spooled up. Now we'll have a trans brake. I'm planning to run a pretty good converter that should be able to get it to load the thing up, so it should be able to do it. I just don't know how well until we try. So it should have a sloppy stage 2 cam, and you know the typical things people do. And I'm encouraged by seeing Matt's video where he made 725 horsepower with an S475, which is like the biggest single turbo that you can get, as far as like Chinese. Well, I guess you can get bigger than that. I don't know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's like the biggest turbine you can get, or a larger turbine, which would be traditionally would be more suited for like a 6 liter, but it seems to be spooling just fine. So I'm just I don't know. I have these little debates in my head while I'm sitting at work, you know, trying to look busy, and so you know, I have these little debates in my head, like, should I go with a 4.8? Should I go with a 5.3? I have both in Gen 4. You know, it's not like I would have to track anything down or anything like that. It's just I'm going back and forth. I'm like 4.8, 5.3, 4.8, 5.3, which, of course, the other thing is, by the time you guys see this video, I probably already decided. So, yeah, I guess stay tuned. I mean, you can put your opinions in the comments, and we'll find out if you were right or not. So, all right. I think I'm gonna cut this video off. I think I've babbled long enough, so we'll let you guys go, and such a nice look. All right, catch you guys.